Hey, yes, me and Rockburn are still, tight, and I would suggest you actually try it. However, I would love to share with you something that I've been wanting to do so for about a year now. I don't know why I haven't, but now I'm doing it. What you don't know about women. And the reason I'm talking about this is that Consumer Insight does an amazing job on literally finding out what you need to know about certain target markets and puts it out there. And every time I go to, they call it the Dharma 6-course event, I find the room is full of women. I'm like, but we're discussing women. The people who need to know women are not in the room. So I know they're holding one this Friday, and I would like to suggest you go. And I'll tell you why. I've got the numbers. Give me a moment. So here's what you did not know about women and you thought you knew. And you know why you think you know? Because you base what you think you know about women on 25 characters on Instagram. Don't do that. When it comes to a favorite pastime, when you ask women, other than listening to music, which is their number one, what else do they do when they have free time? Women sleep. And I know the minute I said that, every woman said, yes! And the guys are like, they do what? We sleep. I mean, the number of times I tell people I've got a day off and they're like, what are you doing? I'll be sleeping. My daughter is with my parents. What are you going to do? I'm going to sleep. I sleep. I don't listen to music, I sleep. But you wouldn't know that if you didn't have the research. In God we trust. Everybody else must bring data. And I've got the data, and so does Consumer Insight. Our favorite sport. Athletics is number one. Number two, a very close number two, is football. Women not only watch it, they understand it, but they also talk about it. And we also place bets. I'm sure you have seen that. We have had a few winners. Yes, we have, okay? Our most favorite personalities admired by women. For the first time, and I think this is what Consumer Insight said, for the first time in about a decade, probably 2 decades, Margaret Kenyatta beat out Nelson Mandela among women. So usually it would be Nelson Mandela, then whoever, then Wangari Maathai. But if you actually got the last Consumer Insight data on women, it was Margaret Kenyatta first, then Nelson Mandela, then Wangari Maathai. This is the reason why you need to have your data. One of the things I love about this research is that what proportion of women deem come-we-stay marriages as ideal? Okay, women would prefer to get married in church. However, they're happy with a come-we-stay because they still have stake. And the law now makes it very clear. Stay with her for a certain amount of time, you married her. It's done, okay? The other thing I found very, very interesting was that a lot of us assume that when it comes to hair, women must be all in weaves. Now, here's the problem. If you are once again basing everything you know on 25 girls on Instagram, you think weaves is first. My friends, no, it isn't. Braids come first at 35%. Weaves follow at a miserable 16%. And growing and likely to overtake that is the natural hair movement. I'm told it's not a movement, but that thing, Kinambarini Naturals, it's happening because that was at 15%. But there's more women like me than those chicks with hair halfway down their asses. Just, saying. Okay? Yeah. The other thing I thought it would be interesting for you to know is that women actually are very, very clear that they need to exercise. Okay? That's not a problem. The one thing women do not do is lift weights, which is something they should do. But they're all concerned they'll bulk up. And everybody's trying to tell them, you don't have enough testosterone, my dear, to bulk up. It's never going to happen. But they're aware that size matters to them. They are very health conscious. They'll cut out what they need to cut out, but they won't lift weights when it comes to exercising. And then in a moment, I'll talk about the things that are very unhappy and happy about. You know, the things you thought you knew because you based everything you knew on 25 chicks on Instagram? Like, for example, do sponsors appeal to all women? You'll find out in my next video. Does unhappiness lead to infidelity? You'll find out very seriously. And if women are given a choice between marriage and wealth, what will they choose? And if a woman is given a choice between progressing her life and getting married, what will she choose? In God we trust. Everybody else must bring data. And you need to actually ensure that you're at this Dharma 6 course on Friday. Just because you need the data, you cannot base your assumption of the most powerful demographic after youth on what you think you know. And it can't be women in the room. Women know about women. The people who don't know about women is the main decision makers, and they're men. So I suggest you call Consumer Insight quickly and say, can we have that data Caroline's talking about? Yeah? Yeah. I got one more for you. All right? Good. Get your rock bun and come right back. I'm having a sip.